Hey there! Ready to master some more Linux commands? In today's video, we're diving into 10 powerful commands that will seriously boost your efficiency on Linux. Whether you're organizing files, managing tasks, or even working with archives, these commands will have you covered. So grab your terminal and let's jump right in. Let's head to the desktop so we don't mess around with any system files. Now, let's take a quick look at what we've got here on our desktop. Let's start with checking the size of a file before we compress it. We will use -h to show the file size in a friendly format. The -h flag is key here. By the way, it makes things human-readable. Otherwise, you would be looking at a bunch of bytes and wondering, wait, is it a lot? Now let's compress the file using Gzip. Keep in mind, after this command, the original file will be replaced by the compressed version. Now, let's see how much space we saved by compressing. Nice, right? Compressed and tidy. Want to compress the file, but not delete the original? No problem, let's try Gzip-k, which stands for keep. Now, both files are chilling together, one compressed, one not. Okay, so now you want the file back, just unzip it with gunzip. And there it is, uncompressed and back to its full glory. Time for tar, one of my personal favorites. Let's talk about the difference between tar and Gzip. Imagine you have a bunch of books scattered around your room. Tar is like gathering all those books into one box, so you can carry them easily. It doesn't make the books any smaller, but now they are all together in one place. Gzip is like using a magic shrink tool to make the books themselves smaller, so they take up less space in the box. So, tar is just about organizing things into one box, while Gzip compresses them to save space. And the command will be tar-cf and then the name, and then the files. Notice something? The original files are still here. Tar doesn't compress by itself, it just bundles the files. So if you want to take all your files to a new folder in one piece, tar is your friend. Let's move this archive into another directory, and then I will show you how to unpack it using tar-xf. Let's go ahead and extract it here. And here are the files are back in business. Now, if you want to compress and archive at the same time, tar can handle that too. We will add the Z flag for compression, like this. See what we did there? We created a .tar.gz file, which is both archived and compressed. Two birds, one stone. To unzip and extract this, you don't have to run multiple commands, just tar-xf like before, and it handles both uncompressing and extracting. What if you just want to peek inside the archive? tar-tf lets you see the files without extracting them. And there they are, just sitting inside waiting for an action. Next up, we have a very nice command, which is Xdg-open. This is a super handy one. It opens any file with its default application, like you don't even need to know what app to use. I'm opening this log file, it opens right in my default text editor. You can use it to open images and videos. Let's take a quick look at process management. Let's run top, which shows all your running processes in real time. Hit Ctrl+Z to pause it. Now, let's check our paused tasks using jobs. Start a 60-second sleep timer in the terminal. So, what does sleep do? Well, it just tells the system to pause or do nothing for a specified time. It's useful when you want to introduce a delay in scripts. Suspend the sleep command using Ctrl+Z again. Check the jobs running in the background. Quick explanation about background PG and foreground FG. Think of PG as quietly running a task in the background while you keep using the terminal for other things. FG brings that task back to the front so you can interact with it again. Now, test the PG command. Just type PG modulus and then the number of tasks. Then, check the jobs again. As you can see, the sleep task is running. Now, bring the suspend job back to the foreground with FG modulus and the number of tasks. As you can see, the task is running on the terminal right now, and I can interact with it. Let's stop it with Ctrl+C. Let's move to text editing and manipulating. Here is another cool command, which is less. It's a great way to read long files without having to edit them. The command is very simple. Just type less and then the file name. Use a spacebar to page through, and if you need to search for something, just hit slash followed by your search term. It's super simple. Now, let's talk about sorting. Sort is perfect for organizing the contents of a file. Here is a quick look at what's inside data.txt. Now, let's sort this out with this simple command. The source command organizes the lines alphabetically. Nice and neat. If you want to flip the script and sort in reverse order, just add the -R option, which stands for reverse. Let's try it. To show only unique lines, use -U. This eliminates duplicate lines after sorting them alphabetically. Let's see what's inside numbers.txt. Now, if you try to sort it, it sorts based on the first digit. See that? To fix this and sort it by actual numbers, use the -N option. Much better. The -N flag tells sort to treat the text as numbers, so it sorts properly now. Next up, speaking of Uniq. Uniq is your go-to for eliminating duplicate lines. The Uniq command removes adjacent duplicate lines. But notice that it only works if duplicates are next to each other. So we will sort the file first to group duplicates together, making them adjacent. Now we can combine sort and Uniq to remove any duplicates throughout the file. Want to see only the duplicate lines? Use the -D flag with Uniq and it will list them out. To get a count of each unique line, use the -C option. It's perfect when you want to see how many times each line occurs in the file. Need to compare two files? Diff is perfect for spotting the differences between two text files. First, let's look at what's inside file 1 and file 2. And let's try diff command. Just type diff and then the file 1 and then the file 2. It will tell you exactly which lines differ, which is super helpful for version control. Right, let's talk about Nano. Now, some might say Nano is a bit more complicated than it seems at first glance. Honestly, it's like discovering a new language of shortcuts, and mastering it might feel like learning the alphabet all over again. There is so much depth to Nano that you could actually dedicate an entire course to it. But don't worry, we'll just cover the essentials today to get you started. To use it, just type Nano and the file name. Okay, to move around your text, simply use the arrow keys. If you want to cut a line of text, press Ctrl+K. And to paste it, use Ctrl+U. After editing, you can save your changes by hitting Ctrl+S. When you're ready to exit, press Ctrl+X. And that's it for today. I hope this video helped you level up your Linux skills. If it did, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials and tips. If you have any question or suggestion, drop them in the comments below. Keep exploring, keep learning, and see you in the next one.